William Hill sponsors Seconds Out.
Radio Rahim with Eddie Hearn, understandably busy at the moment, but listen, even though the main event did not go the way you had hoped, obviously, the night was incredible.
Yeah, it was,
The card was tremendous. Could this be a rematch in America and still you have the opportunity to make a statement of Anthony Joshua?
I think he made a statement in terms of the excitement, but again, not the performance or the result we wanted. I'm really a lover of sport and boxing and more sport in general. So it's like, people are texting me going, are you okay? Like friends of mine. And the answer is, yeah, fine. Because this happens in sport. Gutted. But this is what you do when you gamble. Tonight, I felt it was a gamble. Not a monstrous gamble, but every fight's a gamble, especially against someone that's technically as good as Ruiz, as smart as Ruiz, and has got the balls of Ruiz, because anyone else that went down in the third round would have just backed up, held, and got knocked out. He held his feet, he swung away, he hit AJ on the top of the head, and he never recovered in the whole fight. So you have to give him massive respect and credit, and in sport, as you do in games like rugby and other sports, and boxing particularly, you shake the man's hand and you say, you deserved it tonight, congratulations, and you go away and you improve. You think about what happened, you learn from, he said there, sometimes you think everything's going fine, and then after something bad happens, you sort of look back and say, I didn't do that right, I didn't do that right. But I can't honestly tell you, no camp's ever perfect, but I can't tell you, this happened, and, like all the questions then. Was something wrong backstage? Like you took a bit longer to come out? No, my groin guard didn't fall right. You know what I mean?
People need some kind of explanation.
You felt a bit flat. You didn't look right in the ring before in the anthems. He's like, no, I got hit with a shot and I didn't recover.
But during the fight, before the ref waved it off, I feel like there was a moment when maybe you thought, hey, this thing is really in jeopardy. Before this fight was actually stopped, was there a moment there where you thought Anthony might not make it?
What'd you make it? What do you mean?
He might not finish the fight. Like, there's 4 knockdowns.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't finish the fight. I mean, look, in the third round...
When did you know he was in trouble?
In the third round, he hit Ruiz with a beautiful combination. So fast. Place went crazy. He stepped in to finish him. One of the best finishers out there. Came in, Klitschko style. He tried to hook with a hooker. Got caught on the side of the head. Legs didn't react. Somehow got up. And the final knockdown, he was done. The bell rang. Thank God. 20 more seconds, fight's over. Most likely. Okay? Fourth round, manages to use his feet, hold his distance, survive. Right? Nothing really happened. Fifth round, come back, actually box well, hit Ruiz with some decent shots. I'm thinking, okay, we're okay now. Sixth round, started to look tired again. Got backed up a little bit, legs didn't look right. I thought, do you know what, he's not right. And then seventh round, all over. The ref asked him if he was all right to continue. He said yes. He couldn't. He was exhausted. He was concussed. He was holding on to the ropes. I don't think he wanted to let go of the ropes because he would show the ref that he wasn't good on his feet. And what he didn't do was do that, which is what a ref will always look for. So, although when the ref stopped it, he went, I'm fine. Ultimately, he weren't fine. And he would have got up all day. How many times did he go down? 4? 4. He would have got up 100 times. But his legs weren't there.
How does this change business-wise going forward for Joshua? Obviously, the rematch is in the paperwork. I don't see any way that doesn't happen. But this upsets the apple cart a bit. What do you do with Joshua now? Even assuming he wins the rematch, how much does this take away?
If he wins the rematch, he's absolutely huge. He rights the wrong. And I don't see him in any different position than he was in before this fight, quite honestly. Because what it is all-round excitement. I mean, there's very rarely an anti-Joshua fight that's not thrilling. And tonight was completely thrilling. We were on the wrong side of thrilling tonight. But my aim when I put this show on was to give people a night they'd never forget. And one thing's for certain, that was a night they'll never forget. For us, the wrong reasons. But it's sport. And that's the beauty of sport. And I feel I'm actually excited for him. I know that sounds a bit sick, but I'm actually excited for this new part of his life. It's a new chapter. Winning, you can't win all the time. Even when you're supposed to win. you can't always win. You know, life's not built like that. So, and if it was, like, the only way that happens is if you just fight tomato cans who just cannot ever beat you. And what's that? What sort of career is that? What sort of legacy is that? So I think when the dust settles, he would actually turn around and say, do you know what? I feel good. And I think there's a little bit of that relief where it's like, there's so much pressure on him. So much pressure on him. I think he actually, I don't think he realised it, but I think he feels a little bit lighter in his step to say, okay, now I'm the challenger again. This feels like how it used to feel. You know? It's not, oh, Joshua, this world champion, bring your belts. I'm beltless. And that, for me, and maybe it's just me putting a positive spin on everything, like I always try and do, treat this as excitement, an exciting period, an exciting new chapter. It's the only thing you can do. What else are you going to do? Be negative, get depressed, sulk. Yeah, that can come as well, and it will do for him because he'll be devastated. But as, like, we're downstairs, doctor cleared him, and he went, I should go and do the press. And I went, mate, they've all gone. Like, you don't have to do it. He went, no, that's a bad look. You know, that's probably the best press conference he's given in 3 years. You know?
Yeah.
So it's humbling as well. Defeat is always humbling. But he's a humble guy for what he's got. But he's still humbling. And that's really, I mean, I don't think there's many people that just witness that press conference and go, fucking classy guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm pleased for him. I'm pleased for Andy Ruiz. Congratulations, you're the better man. I weren't good enough tonight. And even if there was something wrong, which, like, if there was, I don't know about it, so I don't believe there was, he wouldn't tell you anyway. Do you know what I mean?
We know that his trainer is going to go back to the drawing board. Joshua's going to look at his performance. His team is going to have to reassess. But you as a promoter, you take care of the guy on many levels. What do you do to help him get focused and ready to win the rematch?
We keep his friends around him. We keep his team around him. We stay tight. We keep him upbeat. We make sure that he's positive. We make sure that he's happy. We make sure that we take some small time to make the right decisions. Like I said, every day that passes now, he will want to win those belts back so bad. Like, at the moment, it's all a bit, no, I want a rematch, but, like, you know, like, he's talking about Wilder. Like, he's saying, he said to BBC, he went, no, I want Wilder. Like, and that's never been about the belts or the O. Do you know what I mean? He just wants to fight Wilder. But now he's going to have to go back through Ruiz to do it. And Ruiz will believe he'll win a rematch. Easy. They won't think that that's a fight they're not favouring. And actually, after tonight, I'm not so, you know, I don't know who's favouring that rematch.
I'm sure as active.
It's a big fight.
You were on Twitter when I walked up, so I'm sure you've seen that Tyson Fury's commented already. Yeah, Wilder's commented already.
I honestly haven't read it, other than someone said Fury was quite decent and Wilder was a dick. I mean, like, but, you know, look, everyone's different. Some people are happy when people lose, and some people know people's struggles and say, even, you know, I don't particularly like you, but no, I don't like seeing you lose. And I think for Fury, you know, all British boxers, boxing brings people together. I don't believe there's many British boxers. There's plenty of people in the British industry who were pleased to see Joshua lose, but I actually don't think there's many fighters that like seeing another fighter lose. So to goad in it is probably a PR disaster. And even if he's really excited, but he's probably the most fucking relieved man in the world, because he's now thinking, no one can talk about Joshua anymore fighting me. And I said in a build-up, these fights have to be made because you get greedy and someone can lose. And tonight Joshua lose. I will say, if Joshua beats Ruiz in a rematch, the Wilder fight is huge. But all these guys are capable of losing to those kind of guys. Ortiz, Ruiz, Povetkin, Parker, Hrgovic. You know, all these guys have got a shot to beat all of the heavyweights. You know, they're the underdogs. But it's not like, you know, I mean, I could have made a couple of fights tonight where the guy there wasn't 1% chance he could have won that fight. But what does that do? Like, at least we walk out of here going, fuck. Like, I won't be able to sleep tonight. And I don't think anyone will who is in here. And you will wake up in the morning and you will go, fuck, what a night. What a night of drama. That's sport. That's what it's supposed to be like. We're not supposed to leave here and go, that was easy, wasn't it? Fucking hell. And I would have much preferred to win. And I would have much preferred to walk out of here as the winner, saying, well, that was easy, wasn't it? But we didn't. Got beat by the better man.
Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that Andy Ruiz wasn't the only one to make history tonight. Katie Taylor became undisputed champion, but ringside, all the British announcers thought that Pusoon won that fight. How did you see it?
I had it a draw. I saw a lot of people had it a draw. Very few had Katie winning. Some did, but more had a draw, and some had Pusoon winning as well. Katie Taylor, if there's any controversy at all in that fight, she will demand from me an immediate rematch, even though she holds all the belts. Because she won't be satisfied with people thinking she shouldn't be champion. For me, it was a fight that could have gone either way. I thought she was by far the cleverer. I thought Pusoon probably landed the more telling punches. Katie was busier. Thought she boxed better, but Pusoon come forward. So it's like, what do you like? But I thought it could have gone either way. I thought it was an incredible fight. I thought the atmosphere was unbelievable. I thought it was such a great example to women's boxing, as Katie always is. But I would like to see the rematch.
Much was made of her not listening to her corner, her slugging in a way that she didn't need to.
She wasn't right tonight. After 2 or 3 rounds, she went back to the corner. She looked exhausted. Her legs looked like they were completely gone. So again, that's something she's got. I mean, same with AJ. So you've got to go away. You've got to analyse it. Why? Why did this happen? Is it that I got caught and I never recovered? Was something go wrong with training? What, you know? And same with Katie. Why? Why are you doing 2-minute rounds? You've trained for 9 weeks. Why were you flat and tired after 2 or 3 rounds?
Well, if I could say, I'd like to see the entire card again. All rematches.
But that's the only good thing about tonight from us, is that you got value for money. That's a promoter's job. But, you know, too often a promoter's job is to just make sure their guys win. And that is the name of the game. But it's boxing.
Well, as always, thank you for an incredible fight night. Wonderful value for money indeed. Radio Rahim with Eddie Hearn.
William Hill sponsors Seconds Out.